Conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out of our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left. left.
Listen, he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live
American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The marathon continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Taco Tuesday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for joining me for this Tuesday, July 23rd, 2024 episode of the Tory Lowe Show. And, you know, we got a lot to cover, Truth Nation. We got a lot of things to talk about, so I'm going to need you to open up your ears, okay? Now, we got a lot to talk about politically. We got a lot to talk about community. But I guess I want to start out what's going on in Illinois. I saw this video of this sheriff deputy, Sheehan Grayson. He's the one who shot this black woman, Sonia Massie, in the face after she called 911 for help. This is what is shown on the body cam video. And now I must warn y'all, if y'all go see this body cam video, it's horrible. This was just released. Salute to attorney Benjamin Crump for working with the family to get justice on this. But Sonia Massie called for help and ended up being fatally shot by this Illinois sheriff deputy. Fatally shot, Truth Nation. We got audio. Let's listen.
This morning, the family of an Illinois woman killed by police in her home is outraged and now calling for justice.
Sonia Massie was shot and killed after she initially called police for some help. NBC5's Lisa Chavarria in the control center for us this morning. And Lisa, the family speaking out after video was released.
That's right, Michelle and JC. And they're calling this shooting senseless. Speaking through their attorney, they say it was unnecessary, unjustifiable, and unconstitutional. Now, we do want to warn you, the video you are about to see is disturbing. This all happened just before 2 o'clock in the morning on July 6th in Springfield. 36-year-old Sonia Massie called police to her home to report what she thought was an intruder. 2 Sangamon County Sheriff's deputies showed up and asked about her ID. Massie turned her attention to a boiling pot of water she had on the stove. After asking for permission to move it, the mother of 2, according to her family's attorney, said, quote, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
In the name of Jesus.
That's when Deputy Sean Grayson threatened to shoot her.
Her last words, "Sorry, sir, I'm sorry." She ducks. And when she stands back up, he shoots her in the face.
The deputy can be heard saying he was threatened by the boiling water. The video that was provided to us was blurred by Illinois State Police. President Joe Biden weighing in, releasing a statement saying, quote, "The family deserves justice," calling this an unthinkable and senseless loss. Massie's father spoke about losing his daughter during yesterday's press conference.
The only time I'm going to see my baby again is when I leave this world. And I don't ever want anybody else in the United States to join this league.
Deputy Sean Grayson was fired from his job and is now facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder. The Sangamon County Sheriff released a statement on Facebook saying, in part, quote, "Massie lost her life due to an unjustifiable and reckless decision." He went on to say that Grayson had other options available and that his actions were inexcusable. If convicted, Grayson faces up to 45 years to life in prison for just that murder charge alone. JC.
Oh, wow.
Lisa's, yeah,
now,
so
look,
many questions.
I'm going to tell you right now, and it's 2024, and this is just so disturbing when you call 911 for help because you feel that something is going on that your house is being compromised, that something is going on where you need the help, and then they come to her house while she was in her robe. It looked like she was in a robe. And then they asked her for her ID. I don't even believe she wanted to give the police her ID. And people fail to realize in America, when it comes to when it comes to law enforcement, there is a problem, and it's always been a problem. There's no trust there. And for situations like this, this woman called them for help and ended up being shot in the face. How? She goes to the kitchen, and I believe she was nervous. I believe she could feel the negative energy from the sheriff deputy. And we looking right now to look into his past, where he had problems in the past. He had problems in the past, Truth Nation. Said he had tattoos that were questionable. He had a past history that was questionable. So he took this opportunity. He was looking for the opportunity to present itself. She asked permission to move the water. She even apologized before she was even shot. This was a defenseless woman. Sonia Massie. Had no gun. He heard her apologizing. We heard it on the body cam before he shot her. She ducked and apologized to him. He pulled the gun out and she apologized for whatever, and it wasn't enough. All I'm saying, Truth Nation, is it's 2024, and it's like we're moving backwards when it comes to the issues of social justice. When it comes to the issues of us addressing the issue that we've been having for years, when it comes to these police officers, these law enforcement officials taking black lives unnecessarily in America. And Joe Biden chimed in. He ran on this. On trying to bring justice, trying to go against what's happening to the black community in 2020 with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Joel Acevedo, Jacob Blake. I even got a picture. DJ Brothers Eden sent me a picture of a tattoo that they're saying that is related to racism, a racist tattoo that he had on his arm. Trash. I'm going to say this. It's to the point where now we have to probably create our own protection services for blacks. It's getting to the point where we're going to have to start a security team, a security force that we can call when something is going on in our neighborhoods. Like, we're going to have to create this community policing idea for ourselves. Like, we're going to have to eventually say, we don't trust the 911 system. We're going to have to get a security team that we're going to have to come out of, like y'all came out and gave to these politicians all that money. We're going to have to all come together and get ourselves in a space where we're going to have to develop our own system to protect each other.
And we got to remember that it wasn't just one officer. It was two officers that were in the house.
Right.
and the other officer still refused to try to de-escalate it, before his partner decided to fire off into her house.
2 officers there. I'm going to tell you right. And then they tried to clean it up because they gave the family a different script.
They told the family that she killed herself.
Yeah, told the family she killed herself, gave the family a different script. The dad was on Good Morning America. The dad was on, get to see if we can get that Good Morning America audio up, DJ Brother Z. Lied. And I tell y'all all the time, it happens around Milwaukee all the time. They write the script, give it to the news media outlets, give it to the families. This is why nobody don't even trust the news when it comes to stuff like this. You know why? Because the people who killed the person writes the narrative and gives it out to the public. That's why they don't trust some of the stories that come out when it comes to police killing blacks. Because they'll write the narrative to cover it up. And we got to fight like all get out to get the video, to get it moving in our favor. Yeah, they got him in jail. Now they didn't lock him up. But will they sentence him? See, we didn't find out. They'll charge him because it's so bad. They'll charge him. But y'all see what happened with the situation with Joel Acevedo and Michael Mattioli, okay? We got some audio of the dad on Good Morning America, I think. He was telling...
it was CBS this morning.
Oh,
so I think it was
CBS this morning. Yeah, I think so. Let's listen.
I think that she feared for her life. There was some premonition that she had. And it seems like he was just an emissary of Satan. And that's what caused him to do what he did. It's just unexplainable.
Attorney Crump, it's Vlad here. I want to ask you about the reports that Officer Grayson was now working at his 6th police department in just under 4 years. What have you learned about that? And to the point that Mr. Wilburn is making and that Gail was just talking about, what does it say to you that the first thing that we hear Officer Grayson say after he has killed Sonia is, she was coming at me with boiling water?
It's just no justification, no matter what he tries to say. We see this video with our own eyes. And Vlad, this is one of the worst videos of a police shooting ever. I mean, he did not have to shoot her. And you see him, even though he's trying to say he wasn't going to have this boiling water get to him, he actually walks around the counter and engages to get a better shot. And that's what the state attorney's investigation found, that he actually engaged her. He could have done so many things to not shoot her in the face. He could have backed up. He could have used taser. I mean, it was the size difference. Vlad and Gail, he's over 2 times as big as her. She's 5'1", 110 pounds. He's like 6'5", 260 pounds. It's just senseless and god-awful.
Wow.
Mr. Crump,
wow.
It's Tony DeCope.
This was the demon. She called for help and let the demon in the house. She tried to rebuke the demon. She said, I rebuke you. I rebuke you. In the name of Jesus. She felt the spirit up in her house. Hey, it's going to come a time where we're going to have to, like I said, we're going to have to take a note from the Panthers, upgrade it to where we have our own security teams. Our own security teams in our neighborhoods, 24/7, handling the issues in our neighborhood, because this ain't going to stop. This is not going to stop. We're going to have to organize Get some patrol vehicles. Start a little security company and graduate it up to and contracted to the city as an agency of protection for the north side of Milwaukee or in the black community. We're gonna have to start doing that, thinking about other alternatives. Hey, look, when we come back, we got to talk about the Secret Service. The Secret Service, the head of Secret Service, she resigned. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a 2-time First Place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in for the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they can have us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. Right. They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day. Mm-hmm. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. It needs you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come escape to Lake Lawn Resort. Enjoy stunning lakeside views, on-site golf, award-winning spa, and numerous dining options, including 1878 on the lake. Dive into the pools, explore water sports, or relax by the lakeside fire pits. Experience Lake Lawn Resort's newly renovated guest rooms, part of a multi-million-dollar upgrade for ultimate comfort and luxury. Whether it's a romantic getaway, family vacation, or corporate retreat, Lake Lawn Resort has it all. Book your stay at Lake Lawn Resort today and discover the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. We got to talk about this. Truth Nation Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle testifies in front of the House Oversight Committee. This Secret Service Director, Kimberly Cheadle, she had no answers for anything. And sometimes when we watch local incidents happen, when they give the press conferences and they don't have answers that we're looking for, this is the president. This is the Secret Service, the highest form of security. And she didn't have any real true answers to how crooks got in a position to even take a shot at former President Donald Trump. Now, Marjorie Greene, a lot of y'all, y'all talk about Marjorie Greene. She was actually on Sherwin's show.
I want to say, yeah, she was on the station.
She was on the station before, yeah. But she was questioning this Secret Service, the head of Secret Service, Kimberly Cheadle. Let's listen.
At 5:10, Crooks is first observed by one of the snipers, AGR Sniper 1, at the building. 5:10, President Trump was shot in the face at 6:11 p.m. 5:28, AGR Sniper 1 takes a picture of a bicycle and 2 bags. Those belong to Crooks. 5:32, AGR Sniper 1 spots Crooks looking at his phone and using a rangefinder. 5:55, Butler ESU Command confirms receipt of photos and states they have been relayed on. 6:05 p.m., AGR Sniper 1 later communicates that Crooks is seen moving northeast in direction of Sheetz and that Crooks has a backpack. 2 minutes before the shooting, while President Trump has been allowed to take the stage, people see Crooks laying on his stomach in a sniper position on the roof, and they're yelling he has a gun, and they are trying to alert law enforcement and Secret Service. Why was Crooks not shot by the snipers? Why was he allowed to be there?
As soon as the individual was identified as a threat, they were...
No. What do you consider to be a threat? A man with a gun laying in a sniper position, a man that had a backpack, a man that had a bicycle, a man that had a rangefinder. At what point is he determined a threat?
An individual with a backpack is not a threat. An individual with a rangefinder is not a threat.
What about a man laying on a building that has direct line of sight of President Trump with a gun that people are screaming and pointing out? Is that a threat, Ms. Cheadle?
Once that individual was identified, they were neutralized.
No, they were neutralized. Crooks was neutralized after he shot President Trump in the face, Ms. Cheadle. Is he only a threat once he fires the weapon?
As soon as the counter sniper identified that individual, they were able to neutralize them.
How were people in the crowd? Okay, then let's just take it this way. People under your command did not consider him to be a threat, yet people in the crowd knew he had a gun and considered him to be a threat. That means that you are a complete failure as the director of the Secret Service, that people under your command don't perceive a man laying on a roof with direct line to the president with a gun. They don't perceive that to be a threat, yet the people in the crowd do. How is that possible?
That's the last question, but please answer the question, Ms. Director.
I'm not certain at this time how the information from the people in the crowd was relayed to any law enforcement personnel.
No, you knew
people
that
going
everyone
in circles.
knew.
This is
the people there knew.
This is about the president being almost nearly being assassinated, and they talking in circles. Well, the Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle resigned today. I think that the whole team probably needs to resign, because that is a huge thing to happen. And assassination attempts on presidents have happened. That is a part of American history. This is throughout the history. of presidency. When you go in for that big spot as president, you ask for Secret Service. You're supposed to have Secret Service. These are supposed to be the elite security. So, yeah, she should have resigned. That was the right thing to do. Now I'm hearing that some of the more independent ideas, JFK, Cornel West, they're asking to have Secret Service because now they're fearing for their life that somebody might attempt to assassinate them. But I don't think they have to worry about that. I mean, hopefully they don't. I think that this situation right here, it shows that no matter who you are in life, no matter what you're doing, if they want to get to you, DJ Brother Z, you touchable. You touchable. No matter, Donald Trump has what they say $1 billion or something. He's a billionaire. I don't know. I don't know the calculations. He was a former president. I mean, you would think that he'd be more protected in this situation. Well, Trump released a statement. He had released a statement after this resigned, and he alluded to that the Biden administration did not do a good job with the Secret Service of having him protected. That's just something that a statement that was released recently after the resignation of the Secret Service. So it's a lot going on in politics, but we're going to talk about it at the top of the hour at 2 o'clock. We're going to open up the lines. I got a question for Truth Nation. But when we come back, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Telly Hughes with his truth.
How many times have we been told perception is reality? Look, I'm not here to dispute that, but as true as that statement is, it couldn't be further from the truth when it comes to social media. The way we perceive something or somebody on social media is typically nowhere near how things are in their real lives. Unfortunately, identifying the difference between people's online life versus their real lives gets compromised because people want it to be real, and that's okay. What's not okay is people trying to live up to these fictitious lives that's being presented and getting thousands of likes. You often see posts of people on vacation with the caption, "Living my best life," or "So-and-so doesn't owe me anything." Again, nothing wrong with that, but I wish people would view social media like they do SportsCenter. On those type of sports shows, they only show the highlights of the game. Highlights. On social media, you're only seeing the highlights of people's lives because you probably won't get many likes on a post that shows you stressing over having more bills than money and trying to figure it out. The point is, don't get caught up trying to live up to something that isn't even real. Influencers are going to influence, and some have made a hefty living doing so. But happiness isn't a one-size-fit-all contraption. Create your own happiness. Plan out how you're going to obtain it, and then protect it the same way you would guard your most prized possession.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Telly weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Skilled trade workers are the backbone of every community and also the Army National Guard. Soldiers trained to keep the power flowing, engines running, and in every other trade needed to accomplish the mission. These soldiers are on the fast track to learning skills that can set them up for success at home with companies looking to hire the best. Their resumes are being built through their paid training and part-time service. Find out how you too can learn a trade profession by visiting NationalGuard.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Army National Guard. Aired by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association and this station.
Attention Milwaukee County residents. Are you prepared for the unexpected? From sudden storms to unforeseen emergencies, readiness is key. Take charge of your safety with a family emergency plan and an essential emergency kit. Stay informed and connected during emergencies. For tips and resources, visit us online or contact the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Prepare now, stay safe, and build a resilient community together, because readiness starts with you.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice. Juice World. Hey.
Yeah, I was keeping it juicy, y'all.
How y'all doing?
Amazing. I'm good, man. I'm all right. You know, Kamala Harris is in Milwaukee today.
Right.
Very interesting for her to pick Milwaukee. Actually,
that's the first stop.
Yeah, it's the first stop, man. You know, it's a swing state.
Yeah, that swing state juice is flowing right now.
I'm out of breath. Yeah, no, for sure. Me and Benjamin and I were there briefly, and it was energizing. Okay, it was so energizing, and I can't wait to see what happens these next couple months.
So what happened? What was going on at the rally? How many people was at the rally?
They said like 3,000 people was there. And
okay.
They had to switch locations and all that good stuff.
Okay, that's what's up. I think that's good for the Democratic Party to be energized right now.
No, that's what they need. And
they needed to be energized, right?
Yeah, they needed somebody who's going to come up in there and figure it out the way that it need to be figured out. So,
and I think that the fact that I think she raised like 80 million or 100 million something in donations. I think that a lot of people
they're plotting something, T-Lo, and I'm trying to figure out what it is.
Tory.
You gotta stay on track. Stay on subject. The man is talking.
Going on.
I ain't trying to interrupt you, Tory, but Benjamin and DJ Brother Z are up to something right now,
I'm just sitting here
it's throwing me off.
See, you're acting like your girl Kamala out here trying to prosecute us right now. Look at you.
Oh, wow.
All right, that could be the case. That could be the case, but I just need Tory to know that y'all are plotting something.
Well, if y'all want to watch us live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube, get in the chat and join us as we broadcast live on 1017 The Truth on YouTube. But how was the experience? I mean, what was the energy? I mean, what was the flavor? What was the?
It was a diverse. I'm gonna get out the juice. Better yet, it was very diverse. It feels like it reflected more so the demographic of America as a whole. And we were only there, I want to say, about an hour. You know, we left before it even filled up in the room because we had to come do the show. But just from what we were seeing, everybody was doing different interviews. We saw a lot of AKAs in the building. Yes, they were there repping, having
ain't she like a ski?
Yeah, she's an AKA.
She's an AKA, right?
She's part of D9. It was just an energy I really can't even describe.
It was invigorating.
It felt hopeful, you know.
It felt hopeful,
feel hopeful. Like there's a chance we could really do this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it felt, in my opinion.
It felt like it was a bunch of vagina energy.
Bro, what?
But there was a lot of women in there?
There was a lot of women.
Was there any men there?
There's a few dudes.
So you saying there was overwhelmingly more women in the room?
I would actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was just trying to ruffle a few feathers. But no, I would say that, truth be told, it was about 50-50 in the room.
Okay.
When you talk about male and female, the demographic, especially when you talk about the melting pot that was in there. I think it was more reflective of what America is today, like, especially when you talk about the alphabet community. And you talk about, just black, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Indian, whomever you want to be.
But that's just Democratic. The Democratic Party been looking like that for a long time.
Yeah, it felt Obama-esque, as Benjamin called it earlier.
Thank you.
He said it felt like the Obama energy.
Yeah, I really felt the Obama energy in the room. I mean, I think personally, for Kamala Harris to go and win the presidency of 2024. I think she needs a bigger push. I think if she gets hip hop behind her for real.
Well, she had the party with the rappers.
It already started. That's what I'm saying. So Glorilla's already a part of her. Megan Thee Stallion is down with her. Beyonce's Ma already endorsed her. So thus, that's also going to say that she's more than likely getting the Beyonce and Jay-Z endorsement. And once those things happen, I think everything else will align.
So you thinking that the hip hop community is going to have to bring her through?
Yeah, hip hop is culture,
Right.
and that's what I was telling the Democratic strategists before. If you guys are able to solidify and lock down culture, that's the person who's going to win. Despite Joe Biden being old, but because he was too old and it wasn't reflective of the new America of today, he would have lost. On top of him having COVID.
And a bad debate performance.
Bad debate, old, wrinkly, looking like old mayonnaise. No, nobody wanted that, man.
What you hearing on the streets, T-Lo? What are the
like I
people
said,
saying?
I'm here for the whole thing because I think that right now, what you're seeing is a transformation of leadership in the Democrat Party. I think, to me, I'm just trying to watch the whole thing because now they have to transfer, the energy into Kamala Harris. And I think that Biden, there's questions around why Biden didn't make an announcement, a physical announcement. Just things that they're saying about his health.
He's tired.
His health right now. He's going to work to finish his presidency, but there's questions about that. So, like I said, but I'm just excited to see a good election because I think that right now the Democrat Party is rallying right now.
Yeah, and I think she really woke up all the voters who were undecided before. Like everybody who was on the couch, who was like, bro, I don't want to vote for these two old white dudes. They don't represent me. I think that's who she definitely got up off the couch, and people are excited for to see. Because one thing that I talked about on Jamu Juice, which is from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m., is the fact that Kamala Harris, excites the youth. And I'm talking about the youth voter. I'm talking about the people in between the ages of 18 and 24. They actually, that demographic is the demographic who cares about the women's rights, and they're the ones who end up protesting for Palestine.
Plus, she's going to get a group of people because she's a woman that wants to see a woman in that space. Hillary Clinton did it. A lot of women, jumped in that space. A lot of energy behind that. So I'm just interested to see, is it enough to go up against what's out here? Because the Donald Trump machine is already going so
full strength.
So can they climb that ladder to the altitude to compete?
And that's my thing too, Tory, because I want to see how Donald Trump shifts his energy. We talk about being on the offense of how he's going to, I don't want to just say slander Kamala Harris, but how he's going to attack her campaign. He may slander.
He's already called her dumb as a rock.
Well, it was a commercial that they already had put out about. They already running a commercial.
That's not strong enough, though.
Well, I'm just saying, regardless of what's happening in politics, I don't think black people many times at the end of our involvement in politics, I think we always get a breakup text after November. So I'm not in it like that. But what I'm saying is,
she's gonna go back to being Southeast.
Well, what I'm saying is, we always we get riled up.
Jamaican man.
Hey, look, we had 8 years of Obama, so
right.
So we already. It ain't like this ain't nothing new. Okay, so like I said, I get the popcorn and the soda out and I watch it.
Right, it's definitely entertaining.
Right.
I always said when I was a kid, I'm like, man, what the hell's going on, man? I don't care about none of this stuff. But look at me now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you got to talk about it.
You got to talk about it because, ultimately, these are the types of things that affect, how we may be moving forward, as a country.
No, I do look forward to see what Trump is going to say because so far, other than calling her dumb as a rock, he hasn't really addressed her for real.
Well, there's a donation certificate that's floating around that when she was in California running for
he donated
like $5,000 to her campaign.
What year was that?
2018 or something like that. Was that somewhere around there?
Yeah.
And what I'm saying is, but people don't understand. Trump donated to Jesse Jackson. He donated to all of these people. He's always donated to Democratic ideas, and then when he started running for president, he became a Republican. So, like I said, if you look through his history, he's always given to it's certain ideas that's Democratic.
It's very interesting and very telling of Donald Trump because I'm not going to lie. Again, when I sat down and I was privy to speak with Eric Trump's people. Again, to me, they seem like really down to earth people. Like I would have actually kicked it with these folks. Be honest with you,
right?
So I could see how they had more democratic values with the side of them. But, there's a interview of Donald Trump that has now, ever since he won the presidency in 2016, has been scrubbed from the internet. But when he went on to go say that, hey, if I was to run as a president,
he'd run as a Republican,
because they believe everything they see on Fox News. So maybe that's why everybody believed the gunshot.
I'm trying to figure out who is Trump really behind all of this stuff.
Well, I think he's more giving into our ideas where we talk about him being like a racist. If you look at the history, he was around Oprah, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton. They was all hanging out. Like, I even saw an audio of him at Tony Yayo's record release party, and I thought that was the most strangest bedfellow. He's at this listening party, and black people didn't even buy that album. So it was just his. He's from New York. People in New York, they have a different way of getting down, and sometimes you got to do a lot of different things, when you dealing with big city ideas. So people know when to pick and choose their spots to deal with whatever. I think only in our community where our emotions trump certain logics to. No
pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. Yeah. What happened?
I said no pun intended.
And I was saying that in your ear.
Yes, Trump certain logic that probably we should actually override because of our emotions. But I think we get emotionally involved in a lot of these politics, and I think that many times we shut ourselves out from different ideas because we're trying to stay loyal and may not even know what we're actually being loyal to.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Tory Lowe, T-Lowe, the hero for the people.
But I watch it. I see it all the time. That's why I urge people to go everywhere, ask a lot of questions, talk to everybody, so you can kind of center yourself in a space where you can actually see what's going on.
If you were to interview Kamala, what would be their main question that you would want to know from her?
I mean, I think I would want to know what is her plan. I always ask, what's the plan? I always start out like that.
I know one thing that she's going to do. She's going to continue on with the infrastructure plan. I can say that. So lead laterals inside of Milwaukee, that was...
And that's too far out.
Yeah, 75 years.
Come on now, that's too far out. And
my presidency term would always be up, right?
A lot of that is in our communities. A lot of those laterals are in the black communities. And how many children right now are being affected by those things going... That was supposed to be an immediate thing to get out of our neighborhoods. And to me, even though there is a plan, it took me years to bring that to the light, me and other groups to bring that to a light, that it was an actual problem with our community, the lead laterals. I had to go on national TV and do all kinds of stuff to push that. But the plan is in so many years to get it done. But how many children will be affected by that time?
Right. Now, that's very true. I mean, by that time, the entire a few generations, actually, right? So if we already got generations that's been poisoned by lead laterals, it's probably going to be another 3-4 generations that happens to.
And a lot of people are starting to find out the effects of lead poisoning on the mind. Mm-hmm. So how much damage to future generations has this caused?
Yeah, but man, and it's so crazy because the leader of the quote unquote free world has so much power to do whatever they want, especially with what the Supreme Court just passed. Whoever is president is basically above the law at this point. So whether that's President Biden right now, Kamala Harris potentially being the president in the future, and or Donald Trump, so they can do whatever they want to when they want to if they see it fit to be.
Well, when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices, Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, We need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know, Denise, out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Summer vibes are here, and your Wisconsin State Fair ticket gives you access to incredible live entertainment. Don't miss a second of the free shows at the Bank 5-9 Amphitheater, with headlining acts like Gaelic Storm, Mackenzie Porter, and for 2 nights, here come the Mummies. Snag your discounted tickets and plan your day at wistatefair.com. You'll be feeling good at the Wisconsin State Fair, presented by U.S. Cellular August 1st through the 11th. wistatefair.com.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that American Family Insurance agents can help build a customized renter's policy so you can protect stuff like this, or this, or even this. Well, case in point. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
We Energies want you to keep this important safety message in mind. Before you start digging, planting, or landscaping on your property, call 811 to have underground utilities marked. Calling 811 at least 3 business days before you plan to dig will help you know what's below and can prevent a hazardous situation. Our representatives will mark the underground utilities on your property for free. So remember, stay safe and call before you dig.
We Energies. People you can trust. Energy you can depend on.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Truth Nation, it's time to start jamming with juice. This is the Pop Culture Report with Carrie Noni and Ben Jammin on the Tory Lowe Show. Tap in to see what's trending today on Pop Culture Report.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Ben Jammin.
It is amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice.
I was giving it just a y'all.
Juice World.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening then? What's going on out here in these pop culture streets?
Well, we only got a few minutes, Truth Nation, but you know what? What I will say is I want everybody to rally around the young lady who passed away, was murdered.
Ain't no pass away.
Yeah, she was murdered, unfortunately, by police officers in Illinois. 2 sheriffs.
Sonia Massie.
It's very unfortunate, and I know just briefly we're talking about what Trump presidency would actually look like, but you know, with the fact that he plans to have immunity for police officers, this would embolden and empower a lot of the police officers who have the same ideals and morale as the officer did who shot and killed Miss Massie.
Well, there's actually a system that should have stopped this officer from actually being in play. He had history. He should have been flagged. He should have been flagged a long time. And he got tattoos that are questionable. And he was very problematic. And so this is what I'm saying. It's supposed to be something that stops officers from moving from district to
district to district.
Yeah, without being checked. And I think DJ Brother Z had something on how problematic this officer was.
Dang, so you already had a history of doing things like this. It's so crazy. So she already felt the vibes then. That's why she went on to go say, God, protect me when he
She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
In the name of Jesus. And then he came, the demon side of him popped out, man. That's what it was.
She felt it.
Yeah. She probably should have threw that holy water on him. It might have potentially saved her life.
You know, the sad part about it is that when you see videos like this, and we talk about the history of us fighting against this type of stuff. Yeah, I mean, when Donald Trump makes statements that when it comes to police officers and immunity, and we already talking about trying to get advantages when it comes to dealing with the police, that makes me raise an eyebrow.
Do y'all think Trump will give us reparations?
I don't think that reparations is going to come from either side. I don't think the Democrats are going to give us reparations where we give 90% of our vote and we almost don't give hardly any votes to the Republicans. So I don't think that neither side is going to give the reparation idea. I honestly don't believe. If Obama couldn't do it, I don't believe it can be done.
I wonder what it would look like. Like, would it still be 40 acres and a mule? Do we still want our 40 acres and a mule, or do we want something else?
I think it.
I don't even know if that's even. I think that if we're going to get reparations, we're going to have to get better leadership that believes that is the ultimate outcome. They would have to believe that they're in office, they're in this seat for an agenda for that. Most of the times we elect people off other agendas, but we try to simulate that they may represent some of our ideas.
Yeah. And I mean, honestly, you know what?
There you go.
Oh my God, how'd you know? The shadow government.
Like the deep deep state. Oh wow, here we go. Here we go.
They will want Kamala Harris. You know, they will want Kamala Harris to be the president, because ultimately you got to think about what the president's job is. You know, they want to make certain that, you know, we can have better relations with Jamaica, who is predominantly run by China now. So if we got a Jamaican president, we can go over there and, you know, have a little bit better relationship with Jamaica.
All right. Well, I appreciate y'all for that pop culture report. I thank you for that pop culture report being jamming.
It's amazing.
And Carrie Noni Juice, I appreciate you for coming through. Hey, look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we're going to open up the lines. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Truth Family Fest is back. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our second annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious food, healthcare resources, and a backpack school supply giveaway. The Truth Family Fest is presented by Associated Bank and sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, Gruber Law Offices, Erie Insurance, and American Family Insurance.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
Truth Nation, it is Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes.
From Truth Be Told with DT and Telly. And guess what?
What is that, DT?
Our Truth fans can now watch and stream us live every day, Telly.
Wait a minute, Denise. Let me make sure I got this thing right. Our amazing and incredible Truth fans can go to 1017thetruth.com, click the Watch Live link, and watch me and you do our thing live from YouTube and Twitter every morning?
Yes, Telly, that is exactly right. So now they can watch you almost lose your black card every Friday during our Truth Telling Hits segment.
Come on now. You know I'm never losing my black card. But Truth Nation, you gotta tune into all your favorite 1017 The Truth shows, as you can not only listen live on the app, but you can also stream us live all day, every day by going to 1017thetruth.com and clicking the Watch Live link.
You said you'd never buy your kid candy from the checkout aisle. Or forget extra diapers. And never give in to a meltdown. never lick your thumb to clean their face. Never let them have too much screen time. And never bribe them for just one more bite. You say you'd never let them out in public without their hair brushed. Never, ever become a minivan mom. And you'd never give them your phone for a quiet dinner.
Calling boss work phone.
So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, no, it can happen. Cars get hot fast, and kids can be at risk in temperatures as low as 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Listen to the home of the 5K Gruber Cash Giveaway. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Wavy boy, go crazy. Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. And look, we got guests. We got the Queen. We got the Queen in the building, first of all. We got the Queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown in the building. And we got guests in the building.
Yeah.
Look, we got Dr. Johnson in the building. Tamika Johnson in the building. And I'm going to tell you, Dr. Tamika Johnson has been holding it down.
Yes, sir.
With this recall effort against MPS, against certain board members. And this has been going on for what, a month now?
June, yep, a month. Yep.
About a month now.
Yeah.
And she's going to give us an update on how the recall is coming because, once again, you all know the problems that we have in at MPS. MPS has been a mess, and there has been questions about how MPS is being ran, where the money is going. The board members have been in question. And now there's an effort to recall several board members. So, Dr. Tamika Johnson, I would love for you to kind of get us up to speed on what's happening.
So now we're winding down. The recall efforts will be ending August 12th. And so now we're reaching back out to the community to get involved. So we taking donations, we have paid positions available for people in the community to go online, sign up for paid positions for us to go over and beyond the numbers that we need.
Right. So this has been going on for a while now. Mm-hmm. And, because once people have an issue when they say, okay, what we're going to do. And for years, people have been like, what we're going to do, MPS is a problem. How can we tackle the issue? But now we have a recall. Are people participating?
So yes, we do, and I do want to thank everybody that is participating. But we need more of us to participate because that is what we talked about. All of us complaining does nothing. But when you put your complaint into action, it produces much. And so for those who have not signed the petition, we need them to find us and we need them to sign the petitions. We need them to also help canvass to, to get signatures.
Now, is there like a website where people can go to try to get involved?
Yep. Our website is MPS Recall 2024.com, and then we have a Facebook page called MPS Recall Collaborative. So there they can get all the information they need, literature. They can also donate at that on our website and sign a volunteer form, as well as we have paid positions available. So
wow.
Yes, we do.
So y'all working.
Yeah, we grinding. We out here grinding.
Look, once again, if y'all are tired, if y'all are fed up with what's going on with MPS, get involved in the recall.
Most definitely.
This has been a problem for a long time.
Decades issues, years of issues. And, even during the recall, we have everybody inboxing us or secretly telling us, keep working. But we need them to come beyond the secrets,
and
beyond
they can just
the
go out
walls.
and get signatures.
Get signatures.
Nobody has to.
It's not public records. Right. Your signature. If you worried about your job, you worried about your affiliation with Milwaukee Public Schools. And this is the thing. This is the misconception that people have. This recall is not against Milwaukee Public Schools. This recall is to improve Milwaukee Public Schools.
I agree.
So we're trying to remove board members who actually govern Milwaukee Public Schools and replace them with people from our community or people that actually have our children's best interests at heart. So it's not. So people have that misconception that this is a recall against MPS. It is not. This recall is to recall people that you guys, elected officials, that you elected into office that is not meeting the standard that's needed to improve our public schools. Guess what? There is a state of emergency for black children throughout this nation. And so as we talk about it, Milwaukee, there's a state of urgency. And there's a lack of care that's been going on for decades, for years after years after year, and nobody cared. Everybody has something to say about our children, but we didn't get involved. So now is an opportunity for us to take control
and this is people-driven.
Yeah, this is people-driven.
This is, if you want to take the power out of their hands.
Yes.
Many times the recall is a people-driven idea.
It's people-driven, and this is what our community. So also this collaboration is also to educate our parents, because a lot of our parents and residents didn't know that the board works for them.
Correct.
The schools belong to us.
Right.
We are the taxpayer. We pay their salaries. And so once they understand that this is yours, this belongs to yours, stop having people make decisions for our children that don't have their best interests, and stop allowing people to make decisions for us.
Right.
And then we can't complain if we're sitting by and doing anything.
And they've already raise the taxes.
Most definitely.
Somebody is in the chat that say, will this recall lower the taxes back if it's successful?
Yeah, we're going to fight for all of that. Even we're going to be fighting. Even think about the deception in regards to the referendum. Again, you used the marginalized community.
Correct.
You took advantage of them. That's criminal.
You knew the paperwork wasn't right.
You knew
when
it.
You requested the money, which is
Embezzlement.
embezzlement.
Most definitely.
I mean, when you think about what has taken place, it's definitely criminal.
Most definitely.
And it's a lot of our people locked up due to
stuff like this that's happening right now. So I just mentioned too, to talk about our people being locked up for the same issues that we see going on in our community, people that exploit our community.
Yes.
So this lady from the New York Post just interviewed me about Kamala Harris, right? And I told her, I said, America owes black men an apology.
Come on.
Because if a white man can get convicted and have 34 felonies and run for the highest position in the country, then what about the brothers that could not get jobs at regular neighborhood places, housing, student loans, all of these things because they had felonies 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20. America, you owe the black man an apology.
Yes.
I agree. I agree.
So we talk about systemic.
Yes.
The things that we're talking about in Milwaukee is not exclusive to Milwaukee.
It's definitely
you
not.
You can go to any inner city in any state, inner city, go to any state in their inner city. They're going to have the same issues. They're going to have people in their school system exploiting the population.
Right.
Exactly.
And taking advantage of them.
Exactly.
Malfeasance. You have all of that. I have been looking in the newspaper, seeing superintendents being fired left and fired.
Yes.
Not resigning with severance
No, that's
pay.
only in Milwaukee.
Only in Milwaukee. But they have been fired for the same reasons our superintendent resigned.
Exactly.
Okay, well, I got a question. And somebody make sense. How come we know who the black man is, who was the head, but we don't know who none of the financial ideas are, and they don't look like me?
Come on
Facts.
now.
Why? Where's the list of the financial?
Most definitely.
Big dollars.
Operators, not only in MPS, but in SDC and in housing where money is missing.
And
those people who are running the finances, they don't look like me.
Yep. And so we as the people, And I know Beverly can speak to most of those things because she gets all the documentations and then let us know to read. We read them. So this is what people, our community needs to understand. We don't just come out and say things that's not true. Especially me, I have to read the documents and I have to see with my own eyes before I say anything. And it's disheartening the evidence and things that I have been seeing in all of the swindling, the coercion with our education, Department of Education, all of these people just working together
connected to get over on our community.
I was just telling her, I said, now that I see names and looking at documentation from the judicial system to the educational system is all nepotism, and they all know each other, and they're playing us. Our DA, all of them know everybody. Each other.
Yes.
All I'm saying, what I'm seeing is MPS largely is black children.
Yes.
And when you look at the people who are running things and managing the money, and the teachers, they don't look like me.
School board don't look like us.
The majority don't look like
Teachers
me.
Union.
Classroom teachers.
But then when we were at the meetings and the question came up, do they send their kids to MPS?
No.
Okay,
absolutely not.
So all I'm saying is, this to me seems like a money grab.
It is
most definitely
for people from other races
that come in.
They come in our
to their community
school system.
They know how to write the grants to get the money for
and
the poor
suck
folks.
the money out of MPS.
Yep.
And then our kids suffer with a low education, with poor test scores, things like that. So this has been going on for years, and what we're trying to do is, the recall idea was to reset or let people know that we're trying to take claim. The people is trying to reclaim MPS.
Our community.
Very true. And Beverly Williams with Community Together.
How you doing, Beverly?
Just fine. Voice of Milwaukee's Children. I'm listening to all of you speak. There are many issues that you all just brought up that are prevalent to the community. First, I want to set it straight. Okay? Superintendent Keith Posley did this to himself. He was the king in that school district.
Right.
He was the one who decided to hire a math teacher as the CFO.
Oh, wow.
Over finances. He was the one who put someone from the city attorney's office as second to the CFO in Milwaukee Public Schools. He was the one that assigned all of these folks to these positions in Milwaukee Public Schools. So when everyone is saying, well, we're not going to blame him, no, he's to blame.
Right, because he organized.
Not the only one.
Well, he was the king.
Okay.
He was the king. I worked in the district for 20 years. He was the king, okay? And there wasn't any reason why you should have someone who only had a math degree and a master's over billion-dollar budgets. They did not have any type of accounting experience. They didn't have any type of certifications or anything. And I learned this from the MPS whistleblowers. The problem with the media also, not too much you, Tory, okay, because you are the media.
Yeah, yes, I am. Proudly.
I know. One of the issues that kind of like is just a problem is that they never mention the Milwaukee Public School whistleblowers. These are administrators who worked in the district. These are administrators that sat in Keith Posley's face.
Eyewitnesses.
Okay, yes. When he decided to put African American and Hispanic paraprofessionals in a teacher preparation program, and they told him, well, Superintendent Posley, it's not a certified program. It doesn't matter. Let them go. So then these teachers get in these programs for 2 years.
Paying for them.
2 years.
Paying.
Payroll deductions. And then DPI tells them you are in an uncertified program. All the courses you took, everything that you've done is for naught. See, that's something else that wasn't reported, okay?
And the thing is, when we talk about a lot of people that were coming forward during those open public hearings, the whistleblowers were coming up there too, and they have lawsuits behind that.
Yes, they do.
So those lawsuits will be coming out here pretty soon, because when you talk about corruption, many times they have to go through the court.
And that court process takes time.
Yes, it does.
But when it hit, it hits.
It hits.
Right.
It hits. Right.
And that's what we were telling the people too, that the audit, the external audit will reveal a lot of malfeasance that took place, and it's criminal. So we want them to peacefully resign and all of these things. No, if we would have committed this type of behavior in our neighborhoods, guess where we going? Straight to prison.
Right. One of the biggest,
After being fired.
Right.
This is the at-will
After being
state.
fired.
And then speaking with all of the majority of the black teachers that I done ran across who lost their job, who were fired. Beverly?
Yes. After 20 years.
Hold on, Beverly. Where did the money go?
That's
the big question.
You tell me.
I'm trying to figure out
where did the money go.
I'm just saying.
Where did the money
go?
We tell me. Well, you know what? Hey, look, let me say this.
Hey, that's the big question.
Let me say this, and I'm on Facebook, social media a lot, and Tory knows, and so does Liz. One of the things that was said by, and I'm going to say his name because I feel he needs to be fired too, Matthew Chasen, who is, I'm just going to say his name, Matthew Chasen, who is the accountability and efficiency chair. What was said by him is that $100 million is missing. And I put it out there many times, and that
on a recording.
Some of these funds are hidden in construction and defunct. What? Oh yes,
it's connected.
And defunct.
I think Beverly be talking so loud and so much that people don't pay attention, but she's put
she be getting too busy getting kicked out.
Right. Yeah.
That nobody can't hear what she's saying.
Escorted out by the police.
Right.
So let us come on. Tell us.
She has the recording.
Right. Right. And the funds are hitting in. They were let me see, how much was it? I think it was like millions of dollars hidden in defunct healthcare plans. Oh, we have all of this. But what you have to understand,
and who's on the recording saying this?
Matthew Chasen.
Oh, wow.
And guess
what? At school board meetings when they have the school board meetings.
And guess what? All of the media outlets have had this for a period of time.
We ain't got it.
We got it now.
Do we get to give it to DJ Brother Z so we can listen to it?
Many people have
when we come back from break, we're going to be listening to some
stuff. Let me say this to you.
That was just given to us.
Let me say this to you. Before the referendum was approved, this information could have been provided to the community, and it was not.
Wow.
Okay.
So it speaks a lot about how they think about our community, because think about it, even in regards to the recall, they letting us know that we don't care what y'all doing. Y'all can try to recall us, because those ethic complaints that I just passed to you guys, they filed to us. So the one guy, the William Kramer guy, he came incognito. He came as a masquerade. He came as if he was coming to sign the petition. So he wrote his name and gave a false address, but he took our flyers and things like that. And so then he filed a complaint saying that the names on the petition didn't match the names on our website. And this is what he failed to realize, that the petitioners and the collaborative are two different groups of people.
Facts.
So the petitioner had to be one person, and the collaborative is our whole community. And so then
they're trying to slow it down.
It just caused distraction. And then you got Missy Zomberg had the audacity to file a complaint this week. So the one I gave y'all, feel free to copy it and share it out with the community.
I got a copy of this.
Most definitely, and share it out to the community.
Well, to tell you, I was talking to Dr. Johnson to tell you how everyone collaborates with each other. Let's talk about the Wisconsin Ethics Commission. Our group filed a complaint on Marva Herndon and Zumbar. They rejected our complaint because they said that we had hold on. They said that we had more than one respondent on the complaint, but guess what?
Petty.
We got more than one respondent. The Wisconsin
Zomber does. Right. The Wisconsin Ethics Commission accepted the school board member Zumbar and whoever the other Caucasian person was, although they had more than one respondent. And don't think we're not going to call them out on it. We're calling them out on it on the radio.
But y'all read the complaint so y'all know this is public records. So the community, go out and read the complaints. Missy Zomber didn't come out and say, I apologize, what happened to your community, this and that, whatever. The children, we really going to do what's best for our children. No, they said, look, we're going to show them we got the power. And then speak about...
They're trying to keep it the way it is.
And basically, it also tells to hell with y'all about who y'all want as superintendent, because we chose this guy who caters to a population that we're trying to grow. That's a whole nother issue.
Look, we got to run a break. Hold on, we got to run a break. When we come back, Truth Nation, look, I got a lot of stuff they done gave to me. They just sat on right in front of me. Some paperwork, some recordings. We gonna try to listen to it when we get back, Truth Nation. We got some callers on the line as well. We're gonna try to get to some callers. We're gonna try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Coming with straight truth.
Contrary to popular belief and contrary to suburban idiocy, crime is nowhere near what they say on TV.
You calling me an idiot?
I didn't call you an idiot. I said some of the people that live in suburbs that are white that think about crime in the city as if it happens every day, people are getting slaughtered and killed, is grossly inaccurate. But you don't know because you're not here. You don't live here.
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Cousin Subs features only the finest Wisconsin-made cheeses and dairy on their menu. And now the time has come for even more cheese, as Cousins is happy to introduce their new Cheddar Supreme cheese sauce. Order this cheesy treat on their new cheese fries, chili cheese fries, or add cheese sauce to your favorite sub. More cheese? Yes, please. Order today at any location, online, or via Cousins mobile app. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Truth Nation, join the Center for Leadership of African Women's Wellness from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday, July 27th for their prestigious Wine, Women, and Wings Red Carpet Affair and Fundraiser. Enjoy food, drinks, music, fellowship, and fun at this summer event. So join them Saturday, July 27th, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at St. Francis Parish, 1937 North Bell Phillips Avenue. Tickets can be purchased on their website at clawww.org/events.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I pull up like, how you pull up, baby? How you pull up? How you pull up? I pull up, step in the kitchen, let's go. Brand new Lamborghini, a cop car, with a pistol on my hip like I'm a cop. Have you ever met a real nigga rock star? This ain't no guitar, this a clock. My God told me to promise you gon' squeeze me. Better let me go the day you need me. Put me on that, get the bus.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
We got guests. Look, Truth Nation, we got guests in the building. And I'm going to tell you right now, this recall is something serious.
Most definitely.
You know, Dr. Tamika Johnson in the building. And I just want to ask you a question. We got Beverly Williams in the building. All I'm saying is, when y'all talk about MPS and recalling MPS, this is something that's historic.
Most definitely.
There's multiple board members that are being, on this recall. And there's a lot of people that don't want to see the recall successful.
Most definitely.
Why?
And so this is the thing. It's not the MPS recall. It's the MPS school board members.
The school board members, right.
Because some people think that we're recalling MPS, Milwaukee Public Schools.
The board members.
It's board members
Right.
that we feel are not beneficial to our community and the progression of our children. And so the important is some people don't want to see it done because our community is used to business as usual. We're used to people coming in and running our business. That we're not used to us taking control of situations in our community. So it's abnormal to us.
Right, and I also want to say this, and I'm going to say this as a person who is a Democrat, who believes in the platform for the Democrats, who believes in unions, okay? The 4 board members that are being recalled were put on the board by the MTA. So that's why you get a lot of negative feedback from some. Okay, because they say, oh, well, they're trying to get the MTA sanctioned members off of the board, so they're for privatization. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We fully support public schools because of the fact we have marginalized students, we have special needs students who have to be served. Okay? We just want more accountability and more transparency. And those particular members were told through testimonies from community members, documents that we gave to them, that financial malfeasance was occurring in that school district.
Wow.
And just ignoring us.
And they ignored it until it became a bigger issue in the media. Right. And then they sat back and said, oh, we didn't know. Yes, you did.
Because how many complaints had you guys did over the last
numerous.
3 years?
We have so many files and documents on that administration, the former administration. There are other administrators who need to be removed. Matthew Chasen, the Accountability and Efficiency Chair, who was really accountable to the community. Mm-hmm. Okay, right. And he has not been alerting us to all of the issues occurring in MPS.
Now, hold on. Now, there's some audio that we've been trying to get on the air because I want to know, can you break down or describe what we're about to listen to?
What you're going to be listening to, and I am going to make this clear today. I'm just going to bring it out here. Matthew Chasen contacted a former board member and stated that his life was being threatened. I'm just going to let folks know that's what happened, okay? And so because of that, the person did record the conversation. I would have done the same thing. Okay, if someone said, my life is being threatened with the information I know, do you not think I'm not going to try to record that information?
In case something happens
happens to that person?
Right.
Documentation always be conversation.
Absolutely. So this is an audio that has been around. It talks about the 2021 budget and the financial malfeasance that was occurring in that budget. And now Matthew Chasen, he wants to say, well, that's not what I meant. Well, you're going to hear the audio. What did you mean?
Let's find out.
Because
here we go.
Okay.
This is the moral document.
Yeah.
Right?
The Bible of school finance.
So I now have over $60 million that I told was going to be spent on mental health, music, AMP, all the things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was $60 million, and that's just the total thus far, that was not spent on any of the things the board said I want these things spent on. And $32.5 million of it is going to be levied on the taxpayers next year.
Wow.
And this how long?
And there's
is
more.
This?
Just so you know, and I want the community to know,
there's another
this
recording.
audio and documents have been known by many.
And the DA,
even
right?
before, yes, and the Milwaukee, thank you.
Have
the
you given
Milwaukee,
it to the DA too, right?
Yes, the Milwaukee County DA, the MPD.
They have it.
They
They've been
all
had it.
Okay.
And they had all this information.
The news media had it.
So there's another one too.
Right, they had all this information before the referendum.
This recording is long. So when I came in, I was the NAACP education chair, and when I began to she began to reveal this stuff to me, I was like flabbergasted.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long is this recording?
Well, these are just excerpts. It's
These
much
are
more.
excerpts.
Okay.
If y'all want the full
The
thing,
audio
she
is
can give it to you.
2.5 hours long, but these are just excerpts.
All right, let's listen.
On your notepad.
Yep.
So go ahead and write down 32.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually going to start a running total.
Okay. 32.5 million.
Yep,
and that's the fund balance.
Yep, this was the money that was not spent.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
At the end of fiscal year 21.
Not spent.
And so by it not being spent, it went into
21.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm going to show you now is another sum of dollars that was not spent at the end of 21.
Oh, wow.
On top of 32 and a half.
Yep.
Okay.
I put too much space in between. Damn. Okay.
All right. So, and again, I don't know how you or anyone else in the world who hasn't had the opportunity to investigate this stuff over all the years to find this. But if you take a look here is our 2021 actual.
Okay.
And what the administration notes is that in the construction fund.
I've heard about this construction fund.
Yes. What they're noting here is that this fund out of an other revenues bucket got an additional $32.5 million.
Oh, wow.
In real life, and y'all telling me that the district attorney.
Yes, we filed a fraud complaint, and we included that audio.
2 hours and a half.
And nobody's in jail.
And nobody's in jail.
The fraud
it's
complaint
deeper than that.
It's 232430060 community. Call the Milwaukee County DA and ask him, when are you going to investigate the fraud complaint filed by Community Together, Voices of Milwaukee's Children? And this was filed before you all voted for the referendum.
Can you please, for the community that didn't hear you, can you let them know, Matt Chasen, what is his role? And is he still on the board?
Matthew Chasen continues to be on the board. He's the accountability and efficiency chair. I feel that he should be investigated and removed. The Milwaukee County DA should have called him into his office. But this is the type of corruption
Why did he
that
share
we
this?
have.
Why did he share this?
Well, like I said, and this information is in, what folks need to understand is that these MPS whistleblowers have been going through numerous hearings for
And
a
he
period
has
of
no
time.
charges.
For a period of time.
There has been no charges filed on this man.
Because if he knows, that's withholding. You just as guilty as those who.
Well, what he does is he makes excuses for it. I mean, you heard what it said. Right. I mean, literally. And then
it's right there.
Another part of
2 hours and a half though that she has.
Another
We got
part
the
of the audio talks about $50 million. Only $50 million was supposed to go into a defunct health care plan that's no longer in existence since 2003. And instead of $50 million, they put in $100 million.
So they taking the money through these different straw type ideas,
just putting it wherever they want.
And the investigation that they did on Aisha Carr, but there's no investigation on these individuals.
No. And the Milwaukee County DA knows about it.
Truth Nation.
So talk about
we got it. We got some
Nation,
smoke. Truth Nation.
This was the first time that this audio was put on the put out in the media
we had
publicly.
Breaking news, and I chose to do it here.
Exclusive.
But speak what Liz just mentioned. She just mentioned, she said MTEA and board members sent the DA this information on Aisha Carr.
That part.
The MTEA allegedly But MTE and board members that we are recalling, allegedly, they were the ones who sent the information. Then you think about connections and nepotism. So you guys took these charges against her.
But there is no charges against
all of this other stuff that they have presented.
And this fraud complaint was filed before.
What year?
I think, 23? 20, yeah. It was filed before they decided to file whatever they did on the car.
And he stated that we don't know where this money at, but we're going to put another referendum out there for the people to pay.
Yep.
The Milwaukee County DA and many others knew about this financial
And what's his name again, Queen?
Matthew Chasen.
That was him on the audio.
And he's still on the board.
Yes.
All right, so we got Mr. Moore. Do we got a time to take the call? Let's get Mr. Moore. We had callers, but I guess they got their questions answered. Mr. Moore, you on the new 101.7 The Truth, tap in. I guess Mr. Moore listening. We'll when we come back from break, we're going to get it together. It's a lot of information that just came out.
It is. Well, one of the biggest things, Tory and Liz, before we get off, on Thursday, July 25th at 5:30, they're going to have a board meeting. The MPS board decided to select an interim superintendent, Mr. Galvan, without any community input.
Come on.
Now, Mr. Galvan, it was because of him that the United States Department of Civil Rights came into MPS, because he did not take care of a second grade student in his district who was being severely bullied.
What?
Yes. And so now this is the thing. Community Together, Voice of Milwaukee's Children, sent every single board member in the media
and they chose him anyway.
Press release.
But they got this. They got this. What year? About him? What year did you send them about Gavin?
Oh, that happened last year.
This is last year. So we're not talking about like as soon as we saw him, before he was put in this position. Right. The organization had been sending these documents. So it's kind of like a slap in our face. Our
certified.
Leader, we know who y'all want.
So we're saying to them, if you have a person who's a regional director who cannot handle an issue such as bullying of a second grade, a child within the district, to the point where they had to go, Washington, D.C. had to come in. It was in the news cycle. And tell MPS you need better bullying policies. How are you going to select him as an interim superintendent?
And he did already failed our community. But we got
to run the break. We got to run the break. And look, I'm going to tell you right now, Truth Nation, I'm going to need y'all to open up your ears today. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
Saving energy and money is easier than you think. Here are 2 simple things you can do to reduce your energy use and lower your energy bill. Use thermal curtains to reduce each room's energy loss by up to 25%, and make sure vents aren't blocked by furniture or rugs to improve airflow and comfort. Simple, smart savings. Get more energy-saving tips at WeEnergies.com.
Are you a veteran who needs assistance? Do you know a veteran who needs help? The Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs is here for Wisconsin veterans, their families, and their survivors. We can help connect veterans with services such as medical care, financial and legal assistance, housing, mental health services, substance use treatment, and more. For more information, please visit wisvets.com. That's WIS vets.com. Sponsored by the Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs.
Attention, Milwaukee County. When it comes to stroke, every second counts. Remember to be fast. BEFAST.
B, balance. Are you having trouble with coordination or balance? E, eyes. Sudden blurred or double vision. Have you lost sight in one eye or both? F, face drooping. Is your smile lopsided or your face numb or drooping? A, arm weakness. Are you having difficulty reaching for things? Does your arm drift downward when placed in front of you? S, speech difficulty. Is it difficult to speak? Try saying, the sky is blue. Does that come out correctly? T, terrible headache. Are you having pain in your head? Experiencing more than one of these symptoms? Time to call 911.
Remember, recognizing these signs and acting fast can save a life. If you or someone you know experiences these symptoms, don't wait. Call 911 immediately. This message is brought to you by the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Stay informed, stay safe.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I turned shorty up, sipping on that 1942. I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. I got 40 of them. I rock Cardis, you can't see my eyes because I be pouring up. I've been around with choppers.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brothers on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey, look, we got guests.
Yeah.
We got Dr. Tamika Johnson. We got Beverly Williams in here. They are talking about the recall efforts, giving us an update. And there's a press conference coming up. For the recall.
Yes. I want to emphasize to our people that there is power in numbers. There is power in us collaborating, and there is power when we talk about bringing about a change. When we come together, that change happens. So tomorrow, we have another press conference that's going to be held at 4:30 at Gordon Park on East Locust. So we need the whole community. If you want to get involved, we're going to have packets there for you to sign. If you want to get involved, we have paid positions. Make sure you go to the website at mpsrecall2024.com and fill out your information and say, I want a paid position, because we have about 14 days left to get the signatures we have. We have about 37,000 and counting, because we still have a lot of them out in different parts of Milwaukee, but the ones that we personally had in hand, we were able to get at least 37,000. We have plenty. We have hundreds of people out. And so the thing about it is we want to do over 20% in every district. So we want to push. We want, now this is 14 days to push, to show them the collective power of Milwaukee residents. We are no longer sitting by letting people make decisions for us. We're no longer sitting by letting you take advantage of our children. We are no longer sitting by letting you get paid and become fat off of our people.
And our kids are suffering.
Our kids can't read.
Come on.
Y'all rich getting this money, and our kids can't read. But I blame us too. So parents, this is our time. Community, this is our time to take accountability of what we allow, repent, and let's move forward.
I agree. Now, what do you want Miss Beverly, what do you want the community to know?
First of all, Community Together Voices, we definitely respect the recall efforts of the Recall Coalition. But one of the issues we're having is the dereliction of the MPS board members, and we feel that they need to resign or they need to be removed. And the Milwaukee Common Council can remove these members.
So you're saying that the Milwaukee Common Council is a process that the Milwaukee Common Council can remove these board members?
Right. With Wisconsin statutes or laws 17.12, or combining it with Wisconsin statute 119.121. There's an argument to be made that board members of MPS can be removed by the Common Council for a cause with a 3/4 vote of all members of the Common Council, which in this case would be 12 votes from the 16-member Common Council. So we want to...
How do they initiate? Do the Common Council member have to initiate the process, or can citizens initiate
Common
the process?
Council members, well, we're going to be appealing to the Common Council to look into removing these school board members because Milwaukee Public Schools deserves better. They have lost millions and millions of state funding that can be used for resources for our students, and they have lost millions and millions of federal funding in the Head Start program for Milwaukee citizens.
And now we understanding that it's our job to
pressure them.
Put the Uncommon Council to work.
Yes.
Because now that we know that they have the power to move.
Yes, they do. And
we haven't heard anything. We're talking about our children. There hasn't been no talk.
There's been one alderman who has been pushing Alderman Spiker.
Oh, yeah, Spiker.
Alderman Spiker.
Yeah.
He's been coming to the meetings. He also, the only ones who can decide about that referendum on whether or not they're going to continue with it, believe it or not, is the MPS board. Because, folks need to understand the governing body of MPS is the MPS board. That's why we want them removed, and we want more responsible board members.
And the sad part about it is we get out here and we put these people in positions to make the better decisions for our community, but now we're starting to see different agencies across the city, not just only MPS, but they're enriching themselves. Nobody knows where the money is.
No.
And now the citizens have to try to reclaim power, power. And this is what this recall is about.
Yes.
This is the first time a recall has happened in the history of the city
when it comes
of
to school board.
Yes,
School board.
it's the first time.
Think about recall, period.
It's the first
Our
time.
people are good at electing folks.
Okay.
But we are poor at holding them accountable.
Right.
Come on.
Right.
And we think about even the presidential election. We say, oh, I'm going to vote for her because she this or he this and that. But then when they get in office, we let them do whatever they want to do. And the thing is, that has to stop.
Has to stop.
We have to stop voting for people because I'm a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat. I'm telling you. That's what our people say. We got to then, if you are a Democrat or if you are a Republican, then make them work for their vote.
Right.
Period.
Do not let them continue to think that your vote is just a guarantee.
And I say that all the time.
Where is the agenda for my people?
Where is the results?
Right.
And like we're saying right now,
I've been saying it for 3 years.
Common Council, they getting a raise. That's on the table. Thanks to whatever, they're getting a raise. Now it's time to put them to work because the sad reality is the recall wouldn't even be having to happen if the Uncommon Council was doing their damn job.
Yep.
If they know that they have these powers and we seeing the misappropriation of funds, we seen the embezzlement of this referendum that they put out here and they knew the paperwork wasn't right when y'all came out and said vote yes for MPS. When they stood together and said, yes, we're doing this for the children and these positions not going to be messed with, and now people are fired. The people that the hardworking people, the teachers, the psychologists, the
trauma specialists,
the janitors,
they're
cooks. Losing their jobs.
But I want the people to pay attention. This recall has been going on since June 12th, and I want our people to really pay attention to people who are making noise about our children and who are not.
Come on.
Pay attention to
who's
the people
remaining silent.
Come on.
The people who are for our children. They're
Nasty
all up for
work.
getting contracts on the back of our children. They are for getting awards and rewarding each other on the back of our children.
Wow.
But pay attention to those in our community who are silent.
Community Together Voices, we went to one of the last board meetings, and we were fighting for the jobs of the trauma specialists, the psychologists, the social workers, the cooks, and the MTAA was not. They were fighting for raises for themselves.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
I was extremely disappointed.
We were there.
Yeah.
Extremely
we witnessed
you saw it.
This.
Horrible.
And so I even asked the folks who were at the board meeting, I said, do you understand that we're fighting for you and they're not?
But not only that, let's talk about the trauma that's just taking place. And we're coming into another school year.
Yeah. Yeah, all of this chaos.
Right.
And now our children, again, will be affected, left out.
We don't feel that this current board is responsible enough to handle any more of our funds and to make any more decisions.
That's too much.
And we want to know,
for us,
Milwaukee Common Council members, what can you do to help citizens of Milwaukee, which is 58% people of color, remove this school board who is not being responsible with the educational needs of our students?
Hey, look.
And with our children.
We got to run a break.
Yeah.
We got to run a break. But I'm gonna tell you right now, that's a lot. This was a lot of information that went out over the airwaves today, and I hope and I really truly hope when we do this, because a lot of media outlets had this information
a long time.
and they had this information, and it wasn't put out.
No, it was not.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, now that we have this information, we gotta act. We gotta take action, Truth Nation. And when we come back, I'm gonna give y'all the last words before we get to the top of the hour. Look, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversations. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation!
And all our juicy jammers out there.
Make certain that you tap into Jam with Juice each and every day so you can quench your thirst.
That is right. You already know you can sip on us every single day, like Benjamin said, from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. But that's not all, y'all.
Catch us exclusively on YouTube for our 6 to 7 show.
Yep, only on Thursdays.
Catch Jamming with Juice each and every day on 1017 The Truth.
Now sip on that.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as 1 business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Okay, Fred, so I got some questions.
What's up?
Where should I go if I want to start my own business?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, Fred, so where should I go if my kid needs an internship? Or if I need a job, where do I go?
You go to EerieInsurance.com.
Okay, so what if I want to work for a company that believes in diversity, has great benefits, and growth for people like us?
You already know. It's EerieInsurance.com.
Man, so Fred, I just need to go to Erie Insurance?
Go to EerieInsurance.com for all that you need.
It's amazing!
The Brewers Sunday Fun Day Bundle is your new way to brunch this summer. Get tickets, food, beverages, and parking for up to 15 people, starting at $62. Get yours at brewers.com/funday.
After an accident, don't wait to get the help you need. Call Gruber Law Offices first. There is no fee until we win your case. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Seven The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Hey, look, we got guests. We got Dr. Tamika Johnson in the building.
Yes.
We got Beverly Williams in the building. And you know what? We've been having a powerful conversation, Truth Nation, about this recall. And there's a press conference. There's a press conference coming up. Once again, give everybody the information about the upcoming press conference on the recall and how can they get involved.
So we're looking for the community to get involved with the collaborative. Come to the community meeting. We're having a collaborative meeting after the press conference tomorrow. Again, it's going to be at 4:30 p.m. at Gordon Park on East Locust. And so we'll have literature there for people that want to know details about the collaborative and information, about the MPS, why we recalling and things like that. Also, go to peruse our website at mpsrecall2024.com. We have a Facebook page called the MPS Recall Collaborative. Get involved. We got paid positions. But most of all, I want us to emphasize the power that we have as a community. As a community, we do have power.
Yes, we do.
And we do have authority. So let's exercise that and come together. Let's recall these 4 board members and to improve our Milwaukee Public Schools. So guess what? We have to live around these schools.
Right.
Yes.
This is our children have to go.
Right.
Our nieces and nephews attend these schools and things like that. So we want better schools. And again, we can begin to talk about who's going to teach our children in the school. Better representations. Teaching our children in school. That's a whole nother conversation. But improving our MPS. So do not believe the hype that we're trying to recall Milwaukee Public Schools. No, we're trying to improve Milwaukee Public Schools.
Right, I agree.
Milwaukee Public Schools serve majority of African American children. Then we should be at the table.
And the special ed population.
Most
also.
definitely.
Yeah.
We should be at the table. You guys are being fed off of our children's back. That's slavery, that's stealing, that's robbery, it's corruption, it is illegal. You don't let me say what I have to say, but for real, that's what you're doing. And they know it. They know they come into our community using our children. So I need our parents, I need our members to wake up and stop being foolish.
Come on.
All right,
Beverly.
hey.
Right. While these MPS board members were defunding our schools on the north side by millions. That's another story. By millions, while giving millions to the south side school in segregated Milwaukee. But one of the biggest things is that we want the community to come to the board meeting this Thursday, July 25th at 5:30, where they're going to try to vote in for interim superintendent Mr. Galvan. We don't feel that he deserved that position. We think they need to go back to
because
the drawing
of
board
a prior incident.
Because of him not taking care of a bullying incident, and the United States Department Civil Rights Division had to come in to take care of it. So that does not show good leadership. We also want to know, Milwaukee Common Council, what can you do to help the community to get another school board, a better school board? We want these school board members.
Work for your votes.
We want these school board members to resign, and if they don't resign, we want you to remove them because they meet all of the criteria for removal. Thank you.
Hey, look, when we come back, I appreciate y'all for coming through. Keep giving us the updates. We here for it.
Most definitely.
Hey, another
Come sign the
powerful
petition,
conversation,
find us.
Truth Nation. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
All right, thanks.
Research shows that high-quality teachers have the greatest impact on student success during the school day. By shaping their students, they are shaping the future. Yet while actors have Oscars, musicians have Grammys, and athletes have gold medals, exemplary educators who prepare every profession are just not recognized enough. The Milken Educator Awards set out to change that by surprising outstanding educators across the nation with $25,000 prizes and providing a platform to celebrate, elevate, and activate the profession.
Erica Stevens!
The awards were created by Lowell Milken of the national nonprofit Milken Family Foundation. The journey to surprising the 3,000th Milken Educator is in full swing. Who will be next?
Honey, they chose me.
Celebrate teachers, value teachers, thank teachers.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory, Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory, Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. The Queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown, in studio.
Salute.
Hey, look, another exclusive, update on the recall.
Look here.
With the Milwaukee School Board.
Yes.
And all the drama that come with that.
It's a whole lot. Again, our community is being decimated.
We're talking about politics, but
the trauma.
In reality, in real life, the public education system, we trying to rework that, reset it.
And it needs to be, it needs a hard reset, And what's powerful about, what she stated, now that we understand that the Common Council has, the power to do that, it's best for everybody to reach out to your alder person. And let them know how you feel about what you've heard and what needs to happen moving forth. Because I haven't heard any noise about MPS and our children coming into another school year. It's right around the corner.
It's about to start. I'll say this. We've always talked about the problems in our neighborhoods, but I think that our problem is we look for somebody to come and do it. We don't see ourselves as the problem
doers.
solver.
Come on.
And when you see yourself as the problem solver, that turns the game around.
It does.
And I think that where we have to turn the game around is we got to stop looking outside of us.
Yes.
And really start concentrating on actually bringing a result.
Yes.
And actually getting in these rooms, making sure that we're heard all together, because that's what everybody else is doing.
All facts.
And they're working to get their side across the line, across, the goal line.
All facts.
And we have to start saying, okay, if we're going to move across this goal line, it's going to be because I got out there and we got involved as a community to do it.
Yes.
Stop looking for somebody on the outside to come.
Ain't nobody coming.
Even those with the titles.
Yes.
Many times we look outside of ourselves.
Yeah.
And we'll talk, we'll complain, we get the high blood pressure, but yet we don't turn that energy into action, because when you feel a bunch of energy come up on you, sometimes when you don't know how to use it or you sit, it becomes stressful.
Yes.
You got to get to moving. We got to start attacking one situation at a time. And many times it may look like a huge
mountain.
A mountain, but like I said,
it becomes a molehill.
One step at a time, you'll find out that you can resolve anything. Start putting one foot in front of the other and approaching the situation. You'll realize, hey, it wasn't even all that. The boogeyman didn't exist.
Facts. And I think that's what's happening right now. We're starting to, because again, we have to make sure that we understand in the black community why we are so laxy-daisy. We've been put to sleep on purpose. But now that we're slowly waking up and we're understanding that everybody with these titles, with these names, with the fanfare, they don't have our betterment in their eyesight. Their goal is to get you to believe that they are who they said they are, so you don't go and do your research and find out otherwise. Prime example is this school board. Again, we're seeing it in every level of government where you have these individuals who say that they're professionals, but they're not moving professionally. You know, like they were saying about the finance person who was a math teacher who didn't have accounting degree or anything like that. We're seeing that all across the board. So the reality of it right now is, Truth Nation, it's you, it's me, it's us. And it's our time to make something happen opposite of what it is we didn't allow to happen.
I agree. And it's never been a better time than to reset. And when we talk about reset, I'm talking about reset yourself.
Facts.
Because the program we've been using haven't produced great outcomes for our neighborhoods.
It wasn't.
So it's a great time to say, hey, look, let me try a different strategy. Let me try a different way.
Come on.
And many times people are trying to pull you back in the old ways because it's not benefiting you.
Correct.
You working the old program benefited them.
Correct.
So
and that was the whole goal.
They don't want you to get off that mind frame. They don't want you to get free from doing what you've been doing.
No.
And sometimes it gets uncomfortable many times.
Very.
To start something new, to start in a different direction because you'll feel, oh, you know, everybody else is still doing the old way.
Yes, but don't let it stop you. Uncomfortability is a trigger of letting you know that you're doing something right.
Right.
If you're comfortable, the comfortability is the death. We've got comfortable in allowing these individuals to move and treat us any type of way. When we start to get uncomfortable, then we'll make them uncomfortable, and they really have to do work. Because right now, ain't nobody working. And the only sharp pencil you will ever see is one that was never used.
And they got money out here for their agendas.
Oh, of course.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Sometimes when we see agendas out here being pushed, they're not rooted in forwarding the black community. Let's get that out there.
That's clear.
Those agendas weren't started by us. They were started by people who make ideas for whatever agenda that they're trying to serve, and we just add on to it, or we go along with it, hoping we can get some residuals from their agenda, which never really truly happens. Usually we become the profit off of poor.
Yes. We don't even get the residue.
Right. We don't even get it. So now it's time to create ideas that are rooted in our betterment.
Yes.
And there's never been a better time than now to do that. And when you see ideas that you are getting behind, ask yourself, is that rooted in the betterment of my community, or am I holding on and hoping that I get some sprinkle from the idea? Hopefully we get some kickback from supporting that idea. You don't want the kickback because many times after they get what they want, you don't see any return on our votes.
Not at all.
You don't see any return on our energy and efforts.
Nope.
They get us excited all the time. We get excited. We want to have hope. But look at the last 80 years, the last 100 years of our involvement, not only in politics, but in our communities, in our churches, and idealisms that we felt, okay, these are ours. But when you start doing your research, you find out those ideas weren't rooted in our betterment.
And they wasn't your ideas.
They wasn't yours. They were given to us, right?
Correct. It was planted. So the reality right now, I'm telling people that I'm talking to, we know what we need. And instead of talking about whose agenda, what's the agenda, start making our own agenda, because it's clear. We have a laundry list, several laundry lists of what's taking place just on the strength of MPS,
right?
Just on the strength of the housing authority. You know, We have a list, and we need to be making our list. So I don't care what they're putting forth. When you got your agenda and you busy doing your agenda, you ain't got to worry about nobody else.
And like I said, this is why I say, what are we asking from Kamala Harris?
Come on.
You know, and she raised a record amount of money, $100 million in 24 hours.
Yeah.
But when it comes to our community, we could have raised money and built things in our neighborhoods.
Correct.
You know, we're giving it to political ideas so it can be spent to get somebody elected, but we could have used that same strategy to build up our own neighborhoods.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
That's all I'm saying.
Opening up businesses. Correct.
All I'm saying is this is where we have to understand how to change our minds, how to really move differently.
No doubt.
And really compete. Because we're not competing. Our children have the lowest test scores. Our elders are screaming because they're living in infestation in city houses, city rent housing. And the biggest organization that has all of our programs on the north side, the SDC, the doors are closed. And nobody's, where's the follow-up on a lot of this?
There is no follow-up.
Where's the we got the recall people coming in after we fired a superintendent, but where is the...
Well, after he resigned.
Well, after he resigned, right. Okay.
Due to pressure.
Yeah, he did resign due to pressure. But what I'm saying is, we don't even get the follow-up. If they hadn't came in here with the recall, where was the follow-up information?
There is no follow-up because ain't nobody else talking about it. Again, they know. When you're dealing with a community who is decimated with all type of ills, they know that we got so many fires burning that every 2 seconds we got enough that can fill a room on issues that we're having. You know, so the bottom line of what's truly going on right now, Truth Nation, is the fact that we have to rethink, regroup, and do a hard reset right now.
Well, we got Mr. Moore. He been on the lines. Mr. Moore.
Salute, King.
You're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
I am appalled. I am appalled to hear that. And then she said, the district attorney and everybody done heard this.
Yes.
And ain't nobody done nothing.
Hey, media had it.
Everybody, I mean, anybody, I'm going to tell you, if you ain't black and you white, and we need to be us for the simple fact, they working together to destroy us. Crickets, since that dude walked off, he need to be recalled and fired.
Come on.
I gotta be there because that killed me. This dude talking about all this money, and every time I walk into one of these public schools, it's falling apart.
Yes.
There's no way that these programs that was in public schools should not be there.
Come on.
30 million, 60 million,
100 million and counting.
You know how much? Hey, listen, black people, we probably ain't the smartest person off the chopping block, but we very intelligent. We can take $1 and make $100 with it. So just imagine if the right people was in control.
Come on.
What that money would have done. So not just only our schools, but the kids in the neighborhood also.
Correct.
And this dude walking around all nonchalant.
All of these individuals. Yes. School board.
Every last one of them.
Hey.
And oh my God. I know other, like she said, everybody knew about that, but ain't nobody said nothing. I think everybody needs to be up on charge.
That's a telltale because if they had this information, we just played this on the show because they brought it in.
Facts.
This is the first time I got a hold of it.
Facts.
And I put it out there.
Immediately.
And I love that about you, yo. You keep doing that, yo, because these other entity radio stations, it seems like they be involved too. Because it ain't no way. This was 2023, 21,
come on,
22.
Come on
now. This been out that long.
Look,
I heard y'all calling my name, but it took me so it just took my breath away. I couldn't even hold on to my phone. I couldn't believe that. I had to grab something because Man, dude, it don't make no sense. But I'm going to be there every one of them programs. And I'm going to call my alderman and have my neighbors to call the alderman. I don't know how I can get that recording, but that recording needs to be played 24/7, 7 days a week.
All facts.
Because they can't walk away from that. They need to hear that. Everybody needs to hear that.
I want to know what the charges are.
Oh my!
What the charges? Because we know they charge Aisha Carr. Where's the charges?
Exactly, and I don't believe no charges. Listen, I thought the vice president was supposed to be here today or tomorrow.
Today.
She needs to hear that. If she wants some votes, you need to hear that, and you need to make them handle that.
She a prosecutor.
Nigga.
Facts.
Hey, all right, Mr. Moore. Hey, Gwen, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, how y'all doing today?
How you doing, Queen?
Okay, so I know we're going in on MPS today, but I got a housing situation I wanted to just put out there. I drive transportation for a living. I picked up my client 6 o'clock this morning at one of the high-rise buildings on Highland, which is in housing.
The city house.
They had to call the fire department. Yeah. We had to call the fire department to get the man out the hallway. He was stuck in the hallway from the 12th floor. He laid it down to the 2nd floor. And we had to get the fire department because the elevators were not working.
What?
He was stuck in the hallway. The doors were locked. So he couldn't even get out the hallway. He was paralyzed on his left side. It's like, are you serious? It's a high-rise building.
And the elevator don't work.
You come down the stairs, the elevators don't work, and the doors are locked.
So they locked him inside.
So we had to rescue him. Yeah, he was locked in. We had to get him out with the fire department this morning.
What?
Wow.
What, they had to come bust the window or what?
No, they had, I don't know how. I didn't go in the building. The fire department went in the building. I waited outside. They got him on out, and I just went on with my day. But that's how my day started at 6 o'clock this morning.
Wow. Well, thanks for letting us know.
Just wanted to put that out there.
Oh, wow.
No problem.
Salute.
And this is what I'm saying. And we got to stop being excited about people that we really may not even get anything out of. You know,
look.
I mean, I'll say this. You know, we got to get excited about us.
Yes.
Stepping up for us. You know, and the fact that these city-ran establishment housing ideas are trash for many of our elders, many of our disabled. You know, that's a problem. That's a real problem. The fact that we're talking about board members that pushed a referendum.
Come on.
That said that they were going to do this and that with the money, but ended up not having the paperwork together.
Come on.
Misled the community.
Yes.
SDC misled the community, you know.
Yes.
And now
we're paying more.
We're trying to move on to higher levels of politics when right now we're living in a house burning.
Yes.
In the city.
Literally.
That's largely Democratic.
You said it.
Okay.
All the way.
So how are you excited?
At the end of the day, like
I'm just trying to figure that out.
They tax the people, first of all. Like I said, higher taxes, and they was talking. You heard him say on the recording that they're going to ask us for more money on a referendum, as if we already are not. We can't afford our rent right now.
The inflation.
We can't afford food right now. Come on.
Thomas, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Look here, Tory. You mentioned something about Trump.
What happened?
Can you hear me?
I'm listening.
Oh, yeah, you said something about Trump being cool. He's from New York, and he like to kick it to black folks.
No, I said that's what he did. Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, but check it out. Just because he do that, that don't mean that he's cool.
No, what I'm saying is that's how New Yorkers get down. That's what I was saying, and he got plenty of pictures of that. That's what was going on back then before he started running for president. That's to put some clarity on it.
Before or after the president, it don't matter. Most of the white boys, they have a motive. Now, only
Like
thing
Joe
I
Biden.
believe the way he was.
So that
I'm
includes Joe
finna get him
Biden.
too. I'm finna get him too.
Okay.
I'm finna get him too.
Okay, go right
Same
ahead.
way.
Go right ahead.
Same way. Different flavor, baby.
I got you.
Same way.
I'm
Different flavor.
I'm holding on.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Oh, yeah, hold on for a minute. Now. Hold on, I'm getting Biden too. Same thing. If you want me to jump to Biden, I can jump to Biden.
No, I'm listening. I'm trying to make. I'm holding on for you.
Okay. Only thing I was just saying, Trump is not all that cool just because he be around white folks. Most white folks that be around black folks, especially the ones that like to just party, like to see black folks dance and kick it. Yeah, they like you.
Like
and that. Yeah, her too. In that sense,
Because I seen that recently.
Yeah, they are like that. And see, you can't underestimate power. Power and hatred is real deep. Now, let me just jump to Biden. When they talk about liberals, they're supposed to be cool with black folks. They try to be cool with us because they need us. Other than that, they don't give a damn. Right?
Well, if you don't vote for Biden, you ain't black.
And the liberals. Right. I'm talking about him too.
Mm-hmm.
The other part is when you're talking about this Secret Service, for Trump getting shot and all of this kind of crap, it could have been some of the people on the Secret Service could have been some liberals and let that try to pass through and take him out and then take the young boy out. But it didn't really, kind of like happen all the way like that. So when you're talking about power and hatred, so anytime that they can do that to their own, because Trump is still their own, they do it to any brother.
Why don't white crime?
Oh, facts.
Yeah, why don't white crime? So if they do it to each other, we don't damn near have a chance. I'm surprised they didn't kill Obama, if you ask me. And Kamala Harris, she got to watch her back too. It's evil up there at the top, man.
That's what
I'm saying.
I agree.
If she ain't worried, we gotta ask, why not?
Well, like I said, when you go for that president, that top spot in America, it's people on all sides aiming. So, yeah, that's true. And that's a part of the history. That's why I say presidents have Secret Service for a reason.
Yes.
So, like I said, but within my lifetime, I just saw an assassination.
Right.
Which was Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But the history of America, there has been several assassinations and attempts. So, the thing for me is everybody's talking about, this is America. Exactly. This is where it happens at. When we talking about, how many people we've seen be assassinated, but everybody forgot about the FBI and what they said about domestic, that the white men and the white boys who was the threat are the individuals who are doing these mass shootings and these attempted assassinations and things like that. We have to make sure that we know where we at, because our memory is so short.
Okay. Al, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yeah, thank you for taking my call. First thing I want to say, that assassination attempt was from Donald Trump and his mouth, along with the other 5 times they tried to do it. Mm-hmm. Also, I was going to ask you, did you hear about this thing with BlackRock? Mm-hmm. Because, there was something going on with BlackRock and Donald Trump, too. Yeah, so, I just want to tell people, make sure you pay the whole attention, because I know how people say it might be liberals. No, that's what happens when you let your mouth overload your ass and you make enemies. And everything he put out, he's getting back in return. Because what you put out in the universe, you get back tenfold. And also keep in mind, he's hated more by his own people than us. He don't got to worry about us. He got to worry about his own people. Because if you look at those people, if you look at the people who went after him, none of them didn't look like us. It's his own people.
Oh, facts.
Have a good day.
That's true. Like I said,
I just said if I was Trump, I wouldn't trust the Secret Service. I wouldn't trust nobody. Matter of fact, JFK Jr., anybody who's under the Secret Service after that failed attempt, I'm going ask
some brothers from the hood.
Hey, I'm going to get Louis Farrakhan people.
Get the brothers from the nation.
AOI. Hey, look here.
That's who I'm going with, because I wouldn't trust nobody. At this point, the game is getting so dirty and muddy.
You know, when Michael Jackson got in trouble, he went over there to the Nation too.
Hey, and he ain't wrong.
And he still, I guess they wasn't around when the
right.
When the doctor came
However,
over. Hey,
that's who I'm going to get. I'm not playing with the house's money no more. I'm gonna use my own and go get my own protection, because the bottom line is the way that went down, and now, you know, allegedly Joe Biden is MIA. Ain't nobody seen him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he go down, put the letter up of him stepping down on Twitter, on X. Like he didn't make an
appearance. But he was sick.
His whole goal
was sick with COVID, though.
The whole time he was talking bad about Trump being on X, and this is how you decide to let the world know that you stepped down on X. He can't even stay woke. So when
that's
get a Twitter account?
Even if it was him.
That part. But that's what I'm saying. Like,
hey, look, when we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Hey, look, if y'all want to join the conversation, 833-212-1017, talk to text 833-212-1017, or watch us broadcast live on 1017 The Truth. Get in the chat, holler back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. The Truth Family Fest is back. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our second annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious food, healthcare resources, and a backpack school supply giveaway. The Truth Family Fest is presented by Associated Bank and sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, Gruber Law Offices, Erie Insurance, and American Family Insurance.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
Cousin Subs features only the finest Wisconsin-made cheeses and dairy on their menu. And now the time has come for even more cheese, as Cousins is happy to introduce their new Cheddar Supreme cheese sauce. Order this cheesy treat on their new cheese fries, chili cheese fries, or add cheese sauce to your favorite sub. More cheese? Yes, please. Order today at any location, online, or via Cousins mobile app. Cousins Subs. We believe in better.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all. I made one call and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Come to my side of town. Lately it's been going.
All of my niggas gon' ride with
with it in the pocket to rock it like killing mom. Mama told me the power was in the tongue, but it probably ain't powerful as a gun. All of you little cowards get devoured. I'm giving out flowers to anyone. I ain't been out the house in a minute, cause I ain't with it if the money is miniature. I've been minding my business, I'm business minding. I've been spending some time with the minister, cause I'm finished.
Truth Nation 1017, the Truth Street Team, sponsored by UW Credit Union, is coming to an event near you. Join the Truth Street Team this Wednesday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Milwaukee Night Market. We will be set right outside the 3rd Street Market Hall on Wisconsin Avenue, 1017 The Truth. Street Team is sponsored by UW Credit Union. They are here for every you. Also, our Beyond the Mic Happy Hour Mixer series has been a hit this summer. We want you to join our Truth Team for Beyond the Mic with Sherwin Hughes Happy Hour Mixer series on Friday, July 26th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Mo Bay Cafe, located at 1022 South 1st Street in Milwaukee. There will be delicious cocktails, great conversations, Chula Vista Resort and Water Park giveaways, and Dr. Ken Harris will be broadcasting his show live from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So mark your calendars for Friday, July 26th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Mo Bay Cafe in Milwaukee. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Liz Brown, I want to get your opinion about the situation with Sonia Massie, who called 911 for help. Body cam video has hit the internet that she was fatally shot in her house by sheriff deputy, she and Grayson. We got some audio. Let's listen.
But you know what I want? I want justice for my baby.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You killed the wrong black woman this time.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So the people of Sangamon County have been great. But I want to tell y'all, the sheriff is here is an embarrassment. Because this man should have never had a badge. He should have never had a gun. He should have never been given the opportunity to kill my child. Because he had some serious blemishes on his record. Serious. This man had 2 convictions for DUI. He had a conviction for driving under the influence. And he was a member of law enforcement?
Wow.
What an embarrassment. What an embarrassment to this country, to this county.
Wow. That was her father.
Yes.
And I'll say this. There was supposed to be checkpoints. I thought we had came up with a system where when these officers move around, they get flagged and things like that.
It was talks.
Right.
Okay, about that. Again, everywhere we're looking, we're seeing the malfeasance, we're seeing the incompetence, we're seeing, these people hiring individuals right here in the city of Milwaukee, what Beverly Williams and Dr. Tamika was just talking about. Individuals who they know not qualified, and they're being given these positions, first of all. The same thing that's happened with this black woman being shot in her face in her house. But what was so moving about that, and I send my condolences to that family, because I can't even imagine. Again, this is what we're saying. 2024. And when we call the police to feel protected, they come and violate. That was a violation. But it was deeper than that to me, because she was saying, I rebuke you. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Right.
What was
she
it that
felt it?
The energy, and people don't understand that this is not only a physical game, it's a spiritual game that's happening as well. And when we're talking about, like demons, and it's real life.
Knew she had no gun, no weapon.
He told her to go remove the pot because he didn't want it to be a fire in there. Okay? And then she go get the pot and state, I rebuke you, which she can say what she wants in her house.
By the tone
she
of his
feel the
voice,
energy.
And then they said they seemed to laugh over the steaming hot water to remove the pan of steaming hot water. And then it
went violent.
Yeah. Then she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus."
Yes.
And then he replied, "You better not," explicit language, not.
Right.
And then, "Or I swear to God, I'll shoot you in your face."
Again.
Your explicit face.
Yes.
Like he aimed for a face.
His camera was off. Let's put that out there. You know, thank God that his partners wasn't. And then the narrative that they spent after that.
Right. Lied to the family.
Completely lied to the family. Didn't even let her know that she was shot by one of them. And this is what we tell people every day. Truth Nation, this is why we bring people in on the Tory Lowe Show. They're not telling you what they heard. They're telling you what they went through. It's their truth. Everybody's not lying. And here we are, another video. Salute to Crump.
Right.
Because he's on this one as well. But the sad reality of it, this is 2024. And while we're talking about all of these agendas and we're talking about presidents, black folks been killed under every president we've ever had. So now we really got to make it make sense for ourselves and start to govern ourselves, because help me understand, why would a man or a woman vote for somebody to lead their life?
I'll say this, I think many times when we talk about the protection of our community, that's why I say the Black Panthers had the right understanding that we had to community police our communities.
Yes.
And eventually we're going to have to create a security for our communities.
Period.
That can answer 911 calls, that we can call,
yes,
that we can address our issues through, that don't have the biases that come with calling the regular police departments.
Facts.
Because we got a lawsuit against the Milwaukee Police Department of them being biased and doing things to black people, black residents.
Yes.
So, like I said, it's going to come a time where we're going to have to get off that somebody's going to change this. And we're going to have to start putting and funding our own security teams, our own people that can come to these emergencies, that can understand how to deal with our situations in our communities without having a situation like this happen.
Because the sad reality is we've always pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps. We've always been the ones to be the savior for ourselves. And I say that all the time. When it comes to the traumas that we're being met with every day, being black in America, the only savior is ourselves.
And the thing is, when this Grayson, this officer, he was able to have a view of her.
Correct.
Knowing she wasn't a threat.
Come on.
And he had other options, like a taser.
Come on.
If he thought that the boiling hot water was a threat. She even apologized for grabbing the pot.
Come on.
In the video.
After he told her to grab it.
And he shot her anyway.
Yes, but that was the whole goal. She felt that even when she went outside to say why she called them over there. The way that they handled her. When she was saying that it was an intruder, the way that they handled her, this is what we say that transpire in our community, in every black community in America. This is how we get handled every time. And due to the fact of her saying, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, meaning telling this whatever spirit that she's seeing, you don't have divinity over me, that the devil is a lie.
Right. And
he shoots her in her face.
And look at his past.
Come on.
She's felt that spirit.
Come on.
This man shouldn't have never had a badge.
Come on.
He should have never had a badge.
But we're talking about
he should have never been able to continue.
A system that have allowed, because again, we're talking about in the city of Milwaukee where police officers was raping people, okay, on the job, and they still had their jobs. So again, there were talks about the community. There should be a
red flag system for cops,
for all cops, and whatever flaws that they had on their jackets. prior to or during.
Right.
But that never came to fruition.
But look what happened here in the city of Milwaukee with the situation with Manning and the one black officer that they went by the house and jumped him. So many officers. Mensa.
Yes.
Yeah, so they moved him to another district.
Of course.
As an officer after shooting several people in our community.
Murdering.
Hey.
Facts.
Look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com. It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Denise Thomas with her truth.
Truth Nation, there has been an ongoing debate in terms of what work ethic means, and primarily across generations. You hear phrases like, this new generation doesn't know the meaning of work. They're entitled. And the younger generation saying things like, the older people, they work way too hard and not smart enough. All perspectives have some extension of validity. I want to share with you something that I heard last weekend that really resonated with me as it relates to work ethic. And the quote was, a lot of people want to learn how to play the guitar, but they don't want to take the lessons. And so, Truth Nation, as we continue to have ongoing conversations about the meaning of work and work ethic, I want to ask each of us to consider what work means to us. And in terms of what we are looking to gain from whatever aspect of work that we deliver every day, is it equal to what we want to gain? In other words, are you putting in the work that's not just short game or 60 seconds or less, but the work that is going to create a long impact on whatever return on the investment looks like for you? Let's start having more conversations about the meaning of work, making sure that we're aligned on what that looks and feels like, and ultimately not giving up on doing the work, because goodness knows we got a lot of work to do.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth Be Told with DT and Tellez weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action. Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat.
There are seeds of misdirection, little tiny seeds of, girls don't really do math, or CEOs that are black, they don't exist, or a black person can't be a hedge fund manager. These seeds are planted in our little minds and our psyches from the time we were 8 years old, 9 years old, or whatever.
That's Daphne Jones. She's enjoyed a successful career in leadership roles at major companies like GE and IBM, defying odds as a woman and person of color. Now, she wants to share her success. One piece of advice, always look at the big picture.
Play the long game. Do not look at what you're doing or what people are saying to you or how they're treating you in the short-term perspective. Know that there's 4 quarters to a football game.
Jones's latest book, Win When They Say You Won't, is full of advice like that for young women and minorities aiming to break through. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in the studio.
Ayo.
Now, there's a situation that I want to bring to the show of a 16-year-old child that was abused and lost his life in the city. It's a lot going on with this story, but I want to introduce this story because his mother lost her life, and I ended up helping with that situation with his mom. But now the child has been abused by someone and lost his life. So let's listen, and I got some comments when we get back.
To other news now, a child abuse case ends with a 6-year-old boy dead. Loved ones are remembering the little boy who was killed overnight.
Fox 6's Ashley Sears joins us live. And Ash, a 33-year-old woman we've learned has been arrested.
Yeah, Ben, a vigil just finished here for the little boy. A small memorial has been set up here in his memory. Family tells us Zane Adams was a smart, energetic 6-year-old who loved his family and loved to play. Milwaukee police say they began their investigation on Sunday. They were back out at the home tonight. This happened near 103rd and Bourbon Street, just off Fond du Lac. Zane was taken to Children's Wisconsin with injuries. He died around 12:30 this morning. A 33-year-old woman has been arrested. Family tells us the boy's mother is deceased. His father is currently incarcerated. We are not naming the woman who's been arrested because she has not yet been charged. Records show she has a past child abuse conviction. Loved ones say they are devastated this happened.
This is kind of what can happen when you isolate a child and they not around people that love them so much. My brother, he had his own things going on that he has to handle right now. He's incarcerated, and my nephew was just left with the wrong person. We love you, man.
Milwaukee police tell us charges are pending review with the district attorney's office. Meantime, a GoFundMe page has been set up to help with funeral costs.
Now, I'll tell you this. This was back in like 2021 where the mom was killed in the city, and I was working with that family to deal with that homicide, you know.
Wow.
And here we are where his dad is in jail now.
Incarcerated.
And sometimes children fall into the hands of adults that probably don't
have no business.
Right.
Having the kids, yeah.
And so, like I said, the family reached out to me, and I'm trying to get them on the shoulders to get more of what took place, because this is a deep story right here.
Right.
You know, where a young child in the city of Milwaukee loses their life.
Yes.
Didn't even get the opportunity to, live his dreams.
Correct.
You know? So, once again, my condolences go out to the family.
My condolences, too.
I'm going to have them on the show to talk about, give a little bit more detail about what's going on with the situation. They didn't name the woman because they're saying that she haven't been charged with anything. But like I said, this is something that we got to talk about, because these are real issues that are happening.
Yes.
And now where a 6-year-old is not able to
grow up
in the city.
It's sad.
Elizabeth Brown, once again, a full show today.
Man.
We talking about MPS. We talking about real things that's going on in our community. And this is where we got to be. I know y'all, a lot of things going on with politics.
Yes.
I know a lot of things is going on.
Real life is happening.
But at the same time, we're losing. The children are losing. When we talk about MPS, the elders are losing. When we talk about city housing, and the programs that we need, energy assistance, things that we need on a day-to-day basis is shut down with the SDC.
Correct.
So, like I said, I know people get excited and you get amped up about the, presidential ideas, but on a day-to-day basis, we're losing because our community is suffering. And I've never seen this much suffering going on since I've been an advocate than what I'm seeing in 2024.
But King, it's a new day. But at the same time, like you said, right now, we're choosing to lose at this point. When you think about this 6-year-old baby Zane, of what he could have been, this is a person that could have been fighting for you and me as we become elders. We're not going to have that.
And then again, like you said, with all the ills that's inside our community, we have to make sure that every last one of us is present every day, and every moment should be taken as gratitude that we have this moment to do a hard reset, to think twice, to become the help that you've always needed. Because our community, that's what needs to happen. We need to become what it is we say we need, and therefore take the power back from this system, because it's not me against you, the donkey against the elephant. It should be the people against this government system.
Hey, look, when we come back, Elizabeth Brown, I want to get your final thoughts. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I can't go back to the High Regency now. I'm done with y'all.
Yeah.
Okay, unless you tell me what happened, this doesn't make any sense. Because this can happen to me. I'm a black man by myself. I don't know, what did he do to deserve that?
Nothing.
You heard someone screaming for help.
Thank you so much, Eastside Tory. And the passion that you hear in Eastside Tory's voice is the exact passion that it should be demonstrated by our elected officials.
Listen to Truth Be Told with DT and Tellez weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
What if one day you went to your secret hiding place? You know, that spot that only you know about? And instead of what you came for, you found something a little different. What if instead of your private stash, you found a simple phone number, 1-800-662-HELP? What would you do? Would you stop and give it some thought? Would you make the call? The truth is, all drug use comes with risk. Before those risks become real, before drugs turn your life upside down, before drugs take their toll on you and your family, know that there is help. You can quit. If you or someone you love is struggling with drug use or prescription drug misuse, call 1-800-662-HELP for 24-hour free and confidential information and treatment referral, or go to samhsa.gov/thereishelp.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. I need you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
Connie's Compassionate Care is a Wisconsin Medicaid Badger Care Plus benefit program designed to help pregnant women retain the support and services needed to have a healthy baby, from medical appointments, transportation, and health education support. So, if you or anyone you know can benefit from our agency, call 414-550-7521 to speak with Lasagna. Connie's Compassionate Care has got you covered.
Attention Milwaukee County residents. Are you prepared for the unexpected? From sudden storms to unforeseen emergencies, readiness is key. Take charge of your safety with a family emergency plan and an essential emergency kit. Stay informed and connected during emergencies. For tips and resources, visit us online or contact the Milwaukee County Office of Emergency Management. Prepare now, stay safe, and build a resilient community together. Because readiness starts with you.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Family Fest is back. The award-winning 1017 The Truth is proud to announce our second annual Truth Family Fest on Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School in Milwaukee. We are bringing the community together for a family festival that will have something for everyone. There will be live music, delicious foods, and we will be giving away backpacks, school supplies, and much more. So mark your calendars for this exciting event and come out to enjoy music, food, fun at our second annual True Family Fest, which is on Saturday, August 17th at Riverside University High School. The True Family Fest is presented by Associated Bank, Your Money Works Here, and sponsored by Milwaukee Public Schools, Gruber Law Offices, Erie Insurance, American Family Insurance, Outreach Community Health Centers, and Greater Milwaukee Urban League. Elizabeth Brown, a lot of information went out. Recordings.
Yes.
Played on the show today.
Yes.
Hey,
run it back, Truth Nation. It's time for you to get active. Call your older person and let them know what it is that you know that the everybody else knew that we didn't know until today. Now we know.
Right.
We got this information. Again, they had this information before they did the referendum to tax the people that's already the working poor. Okay? The citizens in the city of Milwaukee, we already don't have what it is that we need, and we're paying more at the pump, in the grocery store, to park in front of our house, to park downtown. We're being taxed on every level.
Right.
And they had this information. So we really have to make sure that we now recalibrate what it is that we need to do and apply pressure. Put these people to work. It's time for our aldermen, the common council, now that we know that they have the power to remove these individuals on the board who also had knowledge of what's really going on, because they charged Aisha Carr. Okay? Where are the charges? And we're talking about millions and millions of dollars.
Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown, like I said, hey, every day we get on the air and it's always something.
Hey,
but we're here for it.
Hey, gratitude, King. I promise you, I'm here for it.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for being on these front lines as usual.
Hey, salute.
And we got a lot of work to do.
Yes, we do.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tory, look from 1-4. Let's get it. All right, quick.
All right, King.
Hey, look, Truth Nation, once again, another powerful conversation we had on the air today. Hey, look, let people know when you hear information. Sometimes word of mouth spread faster than
you better say
than usual when it comes to our community. But we got to let everybody know we got to be locked in. We got to be locked in for our neighborhoods to get better. We got to start telling people that they got to be held accountable.
Yes.
And we got to be held accountable for getting out here and making change.
All facts.
Ain't no Superman coming.
Hey, it's us. It's
but
you.
Truth Nation, you the superhero.
Hey.
Hey, look, when we come back tomorrow, hey, look, we got some guests coming through tomorrow. Y'all don't want to miss the show tomorrow. Hey, look, I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
Glittering may not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. In times it's hard, you stand